Now I'm going to take some neutral color yarn, measure it out 3 arm lengths, and then cut 4 of those, and then start to put it through the straw. And you're just going to feed it right through till it pops out at the end. This is very important that you make sure that you take the tape and you put it very tight across that yarn. You want it to be very secure, because down the road, if the tape comes off and this yarn comes off, your weaving is going to kind of fall apart, and you don't want that. So once you have that done, and you have all 4 of your straws done, you are ready to weave. Grabbing the yarn, you're going to measure this out 3 arm lengths, and then cut with your scissors so that you have a nice piece to start with. You're going to take your yarn and you're going to tie it onto the end of a straw. And this is the only time you're going to do this. You'll tie it once and then tie it twice, making sure that that's pretty tight and secure. And then you're ready to start weaving. I always hold it like a deck of cards, and since I'm right-handed, I'm going to put the straws in my left hand, and I'm just going to start weaving in and out. When you come to the end, you're going to head back. So I'm going to go back in and back out, back in, and continue that. When you are weaving, keep your yarn right in this area. This seems to work the best for my students, is if they just weave in that area. Push it down if you need to, and you'll notice it's going to start snuggling it up. You just go back and forth. With weaving, you're going to find that there is a rhythm to it, and it's such a relaxing thing to do. So many of my students have said, this is so relaxing. And so you want to just keep on making sure that you're weaving in that area right there. So I'm just going in and out, and I want to finish that up. You want to be careful that when you are weaving, you don't go across, because if you go across like that, you're going to end up having a loop, and you don't want a loop. This is what I'm talking about. See this loop right here? You don't want that loop. So it's really important that when you're weaving, you go back and forth. And now I'm going to take the end of my first color and the end of my second color and take both tails, wrap them around one of my fingers, and pop it through to make the knot. Then I'm going to trim and keep on weaving. And you can see it just continues the weaving process until your weaving starts looking like this one, where there's so many different colors. So we have all these different shades of colors, and then you can see the weavings there. To take the yarn off the straws is super easy. You're just going to slide the yarn down off the straws. Slide it all off. And then I always just cut the tips of the straws. That's where the tape is. And then cut the yarn as well if it's still attached. If you have some extra yarn, you might want to just tie it on just to secure it. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. It's never really been much of a problem, because my next step I'm going to show you shows why it doesn't become a problem. So just like we've done in the past of connecting the tails together, we're going to make another knot, and we're going to take all of those around and pull them through, and it creates a tassel. And you can see how it all just finishes up so nicely. And I'm going to do the same on this end. Wrap it around your finger once and pop it through. And there is your finished weaving. And you can see that those are the knots where it was tied together. So you have your finished weaving.